Hello guys, it's Black Row back with another video. Today we're talking about the ban list. So I just got to Diamond 1. I was also top 3000 in Duels Cup, so obviously I should be Diamond 1, but I was playing Rove's Adventure Tenyi, and of course this is part of the ban, so they banned HALQ, which is the main card in my deck that basically goes into the most broken combo in the game, in my opinion, and they nerfed it for good reason. But I played the Colossus variant and stuff like that. And then, of course, they limited the Water Enchantress, which I'm also using. So I'm pretty sure this deck is definitely pretty much dead. I mean, you can still go into kind of like Auroradon combos through like Barricade Blocker, but I mean, I think this deck is just going to become more Sword Soul-y in general. But we'll see. I'll probably end up playing Sword Soul or some Adventure Sword Soul variant, but we'll see. But let's talk about some of the cards. So we have Crystal Fiberax. I don't know why I said that so weird, but it went to 0. And this card, you can pull like Rose cards. You can pull, I think, Effect Veilers as well into the Selene, into the access code talkers. Like, this card basically link climbed like crazy and allowed for like a ton of crazy combos. You could even use this card to scythe lock people and get like your synchros out and stuff like that. So this card was just honestly one of the best cards in the game, so I'm not surprised that they nerfed it. But the main thing is I could get like 3 negates out on the board and lock my opponent out of playing the game, and I think that's probably the main reason why I was banned, because that's why I was playing the deck, because this card was just way too strong not to play. Water Enchantress, like, it's hilarious that these bans come, like, they literally just did a ban like 15 days ago, so now this is applying another 15 days, so within a month they banned it like pretty fast, which to me is kind of hilarious how fast they just banned these cards. But I think it was necessary, like it had to be. This is funny because like I feel like Water Enchantress has been out for like 2 months only, and then it came out semi-limited and they already limited it, so you basically get a free refund on your dust. And I don't really know if this is really going to do much to it, because I think people are still going to play it, but you know, they're probably going to nerf it again next patch or something like that. But Spellbook of Judgment, I mean, they're releasing the new structure deck, so if they want you to play the card. Rivalry Warlords and Gozen Match. Like, when I see this, like, I'm happy, because like I don't play Elder Lich, and that deck is just really annoying to play against. So these are just really frustrating cards to play, so I like to see them, you know, get nerfed. And I feel like, you know, if you played against Elder Lich like a month ago, like 3 weeks ago, they were so strong with those latest changes and this change. Like, honestly, I didn't have that much of a struggle against that deck. I think if you're playing Sword Soul Tenyi, it kind of dismantles this deck pretty strong. But now, like, Sword Soul is just easily going to destroy this deck, in my opinion. But moving on, Raigeki, I think this card is really strong. I think it's also kind of sucks in the sense that like it's not a quick play spell, so you can only use it on your turn, but it nukes the whole board, and it's a very strong effect. And obviously there's like a lot of cards nowadays that cannot be destroyed, but I feel like it's a pretty good card, and I think people could tech this. Like, I would probably run 2 in some cases, because it's really that good. And I think if you're playing against, what's that deck, that Numeron, they're probably gonna run 2 Raigeki, and you better be scared, because that's gonna be pretty scary, to be honest. Trishula, the Dragon Ice Fairy. I mean, you discarded cards, or someone going first and they summon 2 of them. I could see that being a little annoying, so that's definitely a combo that people can use. We got the Wind Up. I honestly don't know why it's banned or like limited that much. I don't think many people play it. ABC Dragon Buster, like, this card is okay in my opinion. Like, I'm not exactly sure why it was limited. I feel like there's like the Mirror Jade and stuff that comes out recently that's like way better. It's like a non-targeting banish that could send a card from your extra deck to the graveyard and combo into other cards. Like, that card is like 10 times better than this card, and that card is at 3 right now. So Dragon Buster from 1 to 2 is like, sure, I mean, that's not even a problem when branded fusion is like the most broken card. Like, yeah, that makes sense to me, honestly. Trickster, light stage. I honestly don't even play this type of deck, so I don't know, but sure. Red Reboot, like 2. I don't know how many people are gonna play Red Reboot because like Elder is pretty nerfed, but there's still some annoying trap cards and stuff like that, so I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I think Red Reboot, like I said, in Sword Soul is really good because that can just like send shit and like into the deck and get rid of stuff all the time. So running Red Reboot would be a great card to run in that type of deck. A Dino Wrestler, this card is pretty annoying, and is this a once per turn? You can only use the second effect once per turn, but you can summon it twice, I guess. I think this is a pretty good card, honestly. Like, I can see people playing too. And the first deck I think about is Numeron. For some reason, I feel like this is just a degenerate card for Numeron players to run. Going second, destroy any card you want. Sounds pretty good. Spiral, I hear this deck is good, but I haven't really played against it or faced its wrath, so maybe this will be a very good for the archetype. Double Irish Magician, not really a card that I don't really play pendulums. I see pendulum decks, and I might play something in the future, but Orcus Harp Horror. Now this card, I'm actually very interested in playing this deck. I think Orcus monsters in general, like, you can see a lot of their cards are limited because they could combo from the graveyard, and it's kind of insane, honestly. And the cards have a lot of value. Like, you can literally go to a link monster into a 8 synchro for free. Sorry, not 8 synchro, an 8 XYZ monster for free that could send a monster non-targeting to the graveyard. They have a lot of strong combo tools and recycling tools, and they just unlimitedly combo you. So I think this is a really, really good change, and I think this deck is kind of scary, to be honest. So it's going to be nice to see this. And you can see this type of deck, you can mix this with like Dragon Link because it's just dark locking yourself, and I can see people doing some type of crazy combos with that. So I think this will make a big change in the coming meta. I think these cards, I think this is a cool card. You draw 3 cards, like Dark Monsters. Look, Dark Monsters, more Dark Monsters. So I mean, you can see some type of weird combo with this for sure. We got some Harmonizing Magician. This card is actually really strong. Like, it's just a really strong, I think it's a synchro card. Yeah, I think this will help. I mean, I think it's already a pretty good card, but yeah. But I think with HALQ nerfed, the best deck is probably going to be Sword Soul / Branded. I mean, Branded's a good deck for sure, but I mean, it has some pretty like OP cards in there, but at the same time, I feel like it's not really a go first deck. I mean, it does pretty well going first too, so I don't know. It's probably going to be like Branded and Sword Soul fighting for like number 1, and then I think we're going to see a lot of like Scythe Lock decks that basically limit you from playing your extra deck. So you're probably going to see a lot of what's it called, Phantom Knights. I think that's going to be very popular again because it's a really strong deck, especially against the very strong decks now. So I think that's going to be, honestly, I'm probably going to make a Phantom Knight deck next because I think that's a really good deck in general. And there's some degenerate combos that you can do with Kali Yuga. That's probably going to get banned one day because that card is absolutely retarded in that type of deck. So yeah, that's probably my next deck, to be honest. I'm going to play until they nerf that. But yeah, this is a pretty good ban list. I'm sad because this is like basically how I got to Diamond. This is how I ranked up most of the time, was abusing this card because it was just so strong. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe down below. Once my video's out. And yeah, I'll be posting more content, so you don't want to miss out on that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.